Raw Life Health Show, and it is Monday, and it is time for this week's featured video. And boy, oh boy, have I got a surprise for you. I have a man today who's been eating a raw food diet. He's been doing it for over 50 years. And he's a fasting expert. He's all about fasting, and he's also about simplicity. He teaches people how to live a simple life, and that's with food and diet and everything else. And he's definitely recession-proof, as you'll see in the video. He talks about a lot of things that a lot of you might not realize can be done in today's world, because we're so used to wanting things and having a lot of things. But he shows us how to live with less and have a joy doing it. Less food, less material things, and more life and more fun. His name is Ray Kent, and Ray Kent takes people on fast all throughout the year. He has little different fasting retreats, and people go there, they fast, and they get well from their illnesses, and he has a tremendous amount of great testimonials from over the years with fasting. He's going to give his website. I definitely recommend everyone get to his website, and please read the articles on his website. They're excellent. He gets over 50,000 hits a month on his website. So his name is Ray Kent, and we're going to go see him for this week's featured video. So thank you for checking him out, and here's Ray Kent right now. Ray, why don't you introduce yourself to the Raw Life crowd and say hello?
Well, for the last 50 years, I have stumbled over and tried everything that the New Age has to offer. And I feel that I'm qualified to make the following proclamation. The body's ability to recover is far superior to all the medical nonsense on earth.
That's wonderful, Ray. Ray, how long have you been involved in the health field and alternative medicine or real medicine and letting the body heal itself? How long have you been doing this?
50 years.
50 years.
50 years.
Okay, so what's your age currently?
I'm in my early 80s.
Okay, now one of your specialties, and it's something I like to talk about, is healing through fasting and letting the body heal itself.
Fasting just allows the body to be in its best receptive mood. When no energy is being used digesting food, or for any other reason, then the body will start recovering when it has all of its energy.
And are you on the belief that every single illness of man can be healed by fasting?
Well, that depends. It depends on the constitution of the individual. Yes, I think fasting will help everybody with all conditions, except adrenal, Addison's disease.
Sure.
That's a difficult one. And brain tumors in adults.
And what about pancreatic cancer? Do you think fasting is okay for that?
If you can get it early, fasting is definitely recommended. It will minimize the blood sugar level from going up and down.
So are you saying you don't recommend fasting for somebody with adrenal fatigue or brain tumor?
Yes, that is correct.
And what's the reasoning for that?
Because I'm saying that they shouldn't fast on their own. They could fast under careful supervision.
I see. So Ray, tell us a little about yourself. When you're not fasting, do you consume a raw food diet 100% or not? And what made you decide to get into running fasting retreats and helping other people?
Well, after having tried everything, I knew Ann Wigmore, Victoria Skolvinskas, Jensen. I knew them all. And there's a great scripture that I believe that you judge a tree by its fruit. And I didn't like the way that they were healing. So it was easy to realize that they were stuck in the treatment business. There are no treatments, Paul.
Sure. And when you're not fasting, what kind of diet do you eat and lifestyle do you live?
It's mostly raw. Sometimes I'll have some cooked, but I'll just chew and spit it. And we have really must take it easy. In our genetic history, we have lived many lifetimes eating cooked food and eating meat. Go slow.
And one of the things I tell people in my teachings is, food doesn't heal the body heals itself when we let it, give it the time to heal itself. And during sleep and rest is when the body's actually healing.
That's right. Rest from food, rest from activity.
And how important is it at nighttime to not be eating and to be resting and sleeping? Do you see a connection between the nighttime and eating and a problem?
Going to bed with food in your stomach is not a good idea.
So would you recommend people eat their heavier meals earlier in the day and the lighter meals towards the end of the day?
Yeah, the heaviest meal should be consumed at approximately noon hour.
Sure. And how many meals do you recommend somebody eats a day?
2. I do 1.
And so you eat 1 meal a day?
1 meal at noon hour.
And how many years have you been doing that for?
8 or 10 years.
Do you ever get a sensation of hunger?
Very seldom. I get hungry just before lunch.
And when you're not eating, do you drink anything besides water?
I don't even drink water.
So you eat 1 meal a day and you don't drink anything else?
I may have some apple juice and I may have a coconut, but water I drink only in sips. Drinking 8 glasses of water a day, you'll drown yourself.
And would you say that same thing to people that are eating a lot of dried foods like cooked foods and dehydrated foods?
Yes, because we shouldn't supplement a bad habit. Eliminate the bad habit is the best way.
So you would say eating less often and eating the fresh foods would be the way to go?
Yes, of course.
And tell us, yes.
The sensation of thirst needs to be answered minimally.
Sure. And some people will take supplements. What's your opinion about supplements, Ray?
We don't need supplements. However, I did take supplements in the early days. I don't condemn those who do, but I do warn people who do it continually. That is a very expensive, bad habit.
Some people go on scheduled fasts where they eat all week and then they take 1 day a week and they don't eat anything. They fast 1 day a week. What's your opinion about scheduled fast?
I would say that the stomach is saying, what in the hell are you doing now?
So, what would you say? You deal with a lot of people there that are going through illnesses and they come to you to fast for many various reasons. What do you think of juice fasting as opposed to water fasting?
Well, I recommend if I get to the point with the person where we can't do anything else naturally, I recommend chemotherapy. And at that time, I recommend taking 6 ounces of vegetable juice every hour and a half from sunup to sundown.
So you are saying as a last resort, you would recommend somebody do chemo as opposed to just trying to fast their way through a situation?
Sometimes the situation has gone so far that the natural methods do not work anymore.
And how do you tell when a person has reached that point through your experience? Do you monitor their blood, or do you just know because you've been doing this so long? There it was. That was Ray Kent. I'm telling you, the man is he's right on. And I know he breaks the mold of the normal clean-cut doctor, which is probably a good thing. He knows his stuff. He has the experience. And I always like to find people that actually have the experience to back up with what they're doing and not just doing it without having the experience. So go check out his website, everybody, and I'm so blessed to have these wonderful guests here on the Raw Life Health Show, and this week was no different. We're going to be having many more guests coming up soon. So the Raw Life Health Show is here for you. If you missed any of the previous interviews we have with the guests on the show, you can go check them out as well. Just look under the categories, and any interview you're interested in, go and check it out. Until then, everybody, it's Paul Neese with the Raw Life Health Show. Have a great day and a great
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.